miss the internet at all. It says we're live, though. What's up, sitters? This is Tyler Ruff along with Joey Edge.
Sitters, what's good?
And Chris Martinez.
What's happening, man?
And we are front kitchen sitting.
Yeah, we are.
In a very new private location where nobody knows where we are.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
a single person.
There could be people in my man cave right now waiting for the show to start. I don't know.
Nah, I assure you there are.
They won't stay long.
Hey, but if you're looking to stay for a good long time,
Yes.
go to JW Weaponry. Wow. They have all the goods. You want to go in there for a good long time? Listen, men, we go with our ladies to the mall.
Yep.
And we sit on those benches
Yep.
outside the stores for hours.
You're right.
It's time for you to go to JW Weaponry and spend an hour or two looking at guns.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And then buy one.
You've earned it.
Yeah.
You've earned it.
It's a fact.
Joey, if the sitters wanted to call John and see when a good time would be to come spend a couple quality hours at the gun store,
Talk to me.
what number would they call?
386-243-8587. Also, since we're here talking about, I'm going to pick the mic up if that's okay.
Yeah, I had to pick mine up too. It felt weird.
I feel like I'm going to.
Thank you for doing that.
All right. So, yeah.
Yeah, we
thank you.
got to address the chat right now. No, go ahead. Go get into what you got to get into.
Yeah. So, real quick, go to JW Weaponry on Saturday, July the 13th.
Ooh, yeah.
Because there's going to be the best chicken and rice that you'll ever listen to me, sitters.
It's a
The
fact.
best chicken and rice you will eat in your entire
Did you
lifetime.
talk about this on Facebook today?
Yes.
It's
and I
true, though.
swear
It's
to you,
true.
I meant every
Who's making this chicken and
freaking
rice?
word.
Brian
Allen.
I co-sign it. Oh, it's the best chicken.
Listen, I don't even like chicken and rice that much. I have to coat it with hot sauce to make it to where I'll like it.
Yeah.
I promise you, the first time I had it, I had 3 packs of hot sauce in my hand,
Ready to use.
ready to go. I put this down for a second. I put the fork into the chicken and rice, put it into my mouth, and I said, "I don't need these, thank you, though."
It's so good.
That
I'm
good, huh?
serious.
It's the best chicken and rice that you will ever have in your life. I am not remotely kidding.
What
I am
day
not
is it?
exaggerating.
The 13th.
The 13th of July. I'm going to get a $50 pan.
They've already sold. I think they're only selling 20. I think they've already sold like 12.
Okay, I need to text John ASAP.
You better, because they're getting sold fast.
Like the big pans?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, 9 by 13. It's
What's
more
the-
like a
what's the-
donation.
I'm texting John right now.
Big cup $10, small cup $5.
$5.
So I should do like 2 big cups.
Yeah,
Minimum.
minimum
Probably 3, though.
at least.
I would get
It's
the
so good.
giant pan.
I got a funny story. Then we're about to get into the chat. We got a bunch of you hanging out with us. We love it. So we had like a Tiger Day, Tiger Mania, and BA Coach Allen made his chicken and rice.
Mm-hmm.
I gave Mia a bite of it. She ate my whole thing. I scooted up. I'm sorry.
You're good.
She ate my whole like freaking to-go plate. And then there was someone else that they had a to-go plate like sitting on a golf cart. She took my fork, went to their to-go plate, and started eating it. I was like, dude, I promise I feed my child. I promise I feed my kid. It's that good. Mia approved. So we are not late because of me. As a matter of fact, we are in my home, so we couldn't have been late because of me.
It's not a secret anymore.
We got a couple of them. So
Touche.
got 2 fridges
don't
in my
know.
kitchen right now.
I swear I thought that one was just to hold the TV up. That's crazy.
Anyways,
I'm so glad the Sooners can't see behind the scenes
can I give you
sometimes.
props right now? Can I give my shout out?
Please give your shout out.
And we're getting into the show, I promise. My shout out is Tyler Rolfe. So
Thank you,
we
guys.
had to change locations, and if you only knew, I mean, if you only knew what that really means, he did it in like 20 minutes. So shout out Tyler Rolfe.
Thank you.
Out
Thank you.
on
We do it for the
on
sitters.
show.
We do it for you, sitters.
There's a baby bot in the background.
Oh, that's the chair, bro. That's the chair.
That's the okay. Ooh, I was like, man.
No.
All right.
No, we checked the background.
We check the backgrounds thoroughly.
Couple of things.
Yes.
Travis Smith 9-ish.
He does.
He's right tonight, and that's not. That's I'm okay with it tonight.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother
It's
me.
not on us.
No, this was a very quick.
Here's the thing.
Production
I
by
feel
Tyler
like
Rolfe.
You've owned one. I've owned one. Joey's owned one. Collectively.
Yeah, group.
This is a group
Collectively,
effort.
we own this.
Yeah,
He'll
own
take
this
it.
together.
He'll take it. You like it.
yeah. And then he also
Hey, I bet
said,
you're still here though, Travis.
"Y'all got tired of Joey running a sweatshop."
Correct.
Very good. Very good.
We're gonna get that remedied, but yes, that part. And B Hill, you're right, man. I got a Pat Willis jersey on, man. My dad used to buy me NFL like linebackers, like jerseys,
Yeah.
every year at Christmas.
Big
so I got a
fan.
bunch of them. I got like 7. I'm gonna cycle through them from now to like football season. So
I love that.
every week,
Big
little
fan.
something new.
Huge fan of that.
Yeah.
I just realized. I don't know how I just realized it, but Chris is on the left this week and Joey's on the right. Joey is normally on the left, is he not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're doing it right.
Did anybody in the chat notice that?
We're right. We're good. It's better now.
I can't. It's whoever's closest to the TV gets the left side.
Is that right?
No.
Interesting
No.
turn there.
No,
Yeah,
it's
like that.
just whichever one I plugged in to the back. Of the,
Mahoney said, "Where the
to the
front
board.
porch are y'all?"
With the front porch right now. Hey man, you ain't gotta worry about that. Hey, listen, you know why you don't have to worry about it? Because we do have a full show for you tonight.
Thank you,
sitters.
my guy.
We do have a full show for you tonight. But before we get into that, listen, if you would be so kind
Oh,
as to like and
this
subscribe,
guy.
man, we sure would appreciate it.
Take the link right now. Send it to 3 friends. Tell
That'd
them
be
to-
really cool.
Tell them to
honestly.
join the
Why
chat.
do we always do that?
I don't know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
And then jump
thank
back
you.
in here.
And then you got to jump back in.
The year was 2024, and Joey had a good idea.
First one of my whole life, actually.
What
Just
do we got
kidding.
tonight, man? What do we have tonight?
We have win shares for Georgia.
And we're only doing one team.
We weren't doing one team
We
tonight.
think
We went
last
a
week.
little long. We went a
Last
little
week went a little bit long. We know we're not gonna apologize, but we did correct it. Georgia.
Georgia tonight. Win shares. I think it's interesting. I think Georgia's going to be an interesting one for
Yeah,
us.
their schedule is really intriguing. Actually, after doing the exercise, you look at it and you're like, oh shoot, okay, well that's some tough. They have some tough games on there.
Right. They really
As
do.
opposed to last year.
Yes, when
Well,
they
they
play no
had
one.
0.
I gotta be careful saying that kind of stuff. Like,
It's
she's
okay.
in the house.
Yeah, she's over there, man. We gotta be careful. No, door's locked.
The outside or the inside?
Yes.
Wedged.
Who
Yes.
could know?
Who
Yes,
could
so-
know? And then top 5 stadiums. We're going to do top
Top
five
five
stadiums.
stadiums, yep.
Those are interesting as well. I think yours may be more accurate. I'm probably a little bit more Homer, so it's what it is, baby.
We wanted to rebuttal the EA Sports thing, and then we can definitely talk about the rankings. I saw somebody say something about it, Shador Glaze,
Yeah.
in the
It's
chat.
it's weird,
I think it was
man.
Tucker that said that.
Yeah,
So,
Tucker's right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Matt Mahoney, I'm drinking out of the cup as usual. Going on like 2 years now, I think.
minimum 2 years. Speaking of Matt Mahoney, he's coming into town next Wednesday.
So he's gonna hang out.
I hope that's the plan. Yes, he's to hang out.
Producing. Okay. We're going Georgia. What's Vegas say their win total is? 10.5.
Matt Mahoney says Nick Saban is the front runner for new U.S. men's national team head coach. I'm in.
Yep, signing him up.
Is that real?
No, but it'd be pretty cool if it was.
It would be cool.
I was not surprised that he would be in the conversation, but the fact that he'd be the front runner was kind of interesting to me.
I mean, if you can coach, you can coach. You know, doesn't matter what sport it is.
All right, so
Thank you for finally getting to that.
we finally got here. 10.5 minus 130.
Okay.
Holy crap. All right. I think I'm probably going to be on the under.
All right, first game.
Let's roll through it. Let's roll through it.
First game is they got Clemson. The first game, August 31st.
Yeah, I think they're a
Noon kickoff.
14.5 point spread, I believe, is something like that.
Oof.
They're the favorite.
Yeah, they should be.
Yep.
Neutral site though.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta,
in
so
Atlanta.
it's not. I'm 80% for me. I think they handle Clemson.
Yeah, I got 0.75 for Georgia over Clemson.
Yep, I like that. I think that's probably about right. I think Georgia's interesting. I think they may be one of the best coached defenses in the country, and it's not that close.
I was gonna say I don't think it's one of
Yeah,
the best.
yeah, probably the best. So I think they'll handle what Garrett Riley at Clemson wants to attempt to do. I don't know. They weren't.
You know what's wild? Is
What's
I
that?
feel like when this game was probably scheduled,
Yes.
this would have been like a premier matchup.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
it wouldn't be. It wasn't double digit spread.
No.
Yeah.
Because back then,
Here we are.
there's no way they thought this game would be kind of like a noon kickoff.
I'm fired up though.
though.
So I'm fired up because this is the same week that Florida plays Miami.
Yep.
And then that's at 3:30.
3:30.
So you think about this: you get Georgia, Clemson, Florida, Miami, back to back.
What are we doing that day?
Oh my God, hanging the freak out, baby! I don't know, don't know where.
We're cooking.
Sure,
We're eating.
I'm definitely gonna eat.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
All right. Next week, September 7th at 2 p.m. What a weird time. Tennessee Tech.
Yeah. 1.0.
Yep.
1.0. No time. Don't waste
Okay.
time there.
Georgia at Kentucky.
Thought this was a little bit interesting.
6:30 kick.
It's at Kentucky. It will be Kentucky's Super Bowl. Joey.
Yeah, I have it at 0.70 for Georgia.
Yeah.
They're just too much in my opinion. I think that Kentucky will be ready, and I think they'll hang for probably the entire game. I don't think it's a blowout. I think it's a 7-point game or so. 7 to 14, somewhere in there.
If you have 14, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7 to 10.
70 makes more sense if you're at 14. 7-point game is probably closer to like 55, 60.
I'll buy that. I have it at probably like me personally. I have it about 10.
Yeah, I think my numbers say like 12 and a half. I have it at 75%. Here's why I have it. I think Kentucky can play the brand of football that can play with Georgia for a little bit of time. That's all. Like I don't know that they're capable of winning, but I think like I don't know. I think they can keep it close, and keeping it close at home at night can be a scary situation potentially for Georgia.
I will say this though, and one of the reasons I kind of like Kentucky is Brock Vandergriff.
Yeah,
I think it kind of is a little bit of a homecoming of sorts.
yeah, he gets a shot.
He gets a shot at the team that he was at for 2 years. Was it 2 years?
He was there for a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a former 5-star.
Yeah, former 5-star.
big time player.
So I think interesting storyline there.
Yeah, I like it. Moving on.
Moving on, the next game, big one. Back on the road again, this time in Tuscaloosa. Georgia, Alabama. Another 7:30 kick.
I think there is a bye.
Do they have 2 buys this year?
They definitely get an early one.
Yeah.
I think it's huge. I think they needed that bye right there. I have that as a 60% chance to win that game. I think it's a one-possession game. I think it's tough late. I think we'll see what DeBoer can do. By all accounts, he can coach.
I agree, and that's why I have it 50-50. Because the only reason I have it 50-50, I have no idea what really DeBoer is and what Alabama is at this point.
That's the part. They're probably the most intriguing team in all of college football
I think so too.
because it's Alabama
And then the transition
of Washington staff.
yeah.
They've done a heck of a job in the trail, and it'll be
And
interesting
if you don't
to
get
see.
your hand out my screen though,
Oh, am I in your right there? Look at that.
I'm just
Wow.
playing.
I'm going to have to hold the mic with that hand because that's going to happen a lot. That's going to happen a lot.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm glad you told me that.
That's all right.
I've been there the whole time.
where were we at?
They got a sophomore.
Alabama.
They got a returning quarterback, right?
Yeah,
They don't have a
Jalen Milroe.
quarterback for the first time. Last year,
But
they
I don't
did.
think Milrose's all that good either, to be honest.
No, but he's a playmaker. He makes plays.
He's the type of guy that can have a big jump.
A game. I think he could. Not necessarily a big jump. I think he is what he is, but I do think he could have a game that makes it a challenge for anyone.
I think he's the type of guy that Kirby Smart eats alive.
I can agree with that too.
You hear that, Kelsey?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe in that defense. I think he's the type of guy. He is a freak athlete, but they're going to make him push the ball vertically down the field, and DeBoer wants to do that anyways.
Right.
Think about what Michael Penix did. That's not his game.
Boy, Georgia's
I disagree.
schedule this
No,
year,
their
bro.
schedules. You say you disagree?
I disagree.
You think he can stretch the ball down the
I
field?
think that's what he's best at.
His
He is.
accuracy is awful. Everything 25 yards or more.
His accuracy is worse from 25 to 10 yards.
So then that's great. He can do nothing good except run.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but he can throw it a mile.
Travis Smith, I think, has it right. He's a running back that throws the ball.
Yeah. It's Travis Smith. We used to coach a guy that has a similar arm, rocket launcher. Not sure where it's going.
Yeah, that's the point. That's
Anything
the fun.
else for Alabama?
That's the fun of it.
No, I think it's a super exciting game. I think that's cool.
Travis also said Brock was, in my opinion, was the best quarterback in that room before he left. I agree with that, Travis. That's why I think the Kentucky matchup is so interesting, because I think that Vandergriff was better than Carson Beck. I don't think that Carson Beck's great to this day. So
Y'all remember when
He's the Heisman frontrunner.
the front runner.
Remember when he said he was gonna forgo the draft and come back to college? Like it was an announcement. Y'all remember that?
They love to do that.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, coming back home to Georgia to face Auburn.
Alabama and Auburn back-to-back weeks. What a time to be alive. That is .70 for me.
We have that as 7-7.
Yeah, what a
7-7.
fun number.
I have to tell you,
Double sevens, baby. They might score
we're
77.
only halfway through the schedule.
Yeah.
10.5 is a big number.
No,
this
it
schedule?
doesn't ease up. I mean,
No, it does not.
a little bit, but not.
I have basically 3 50-50, so they would have to win 2 of those 3. That's not bad. I think they lose 1 of them.
You guys already did Auburn, right?
Yes, sir.
Mississippi State, another home game.
8-5.
8-5. Not much to say about Mississippi State. They're not very good.
I was gonna try.
I
to
think
spin this.
they may be the second worst team in the SEC.
I was
Behind
gonna try to
Vanderbilt?
spin
Yeah.
this as having like a hard 3-stretch game, 3-game stretch that's kind of difficult, and then going to Texas, Florida, Ole Miss, Tennessee might be a weird in the middle spot there where you're coming
Yeah,
off
no, I'm with you.
hard games, going into some big games.
I'm with you. I think they can sleepwalk their way through a 21-point win against them.
At home.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good. All right, Georgia at Texas. I think this is probably the game of the year.
one of the most intriguing football games of all of college football, in my opinion.
Yes, so there's a graphic. I'd like to find it.
Is this the national championship? Question mark.
I mean, not the national championship anymore because there's a 12-team playoff, so they'll get each
Yeah,
other
but you know what I mean.
Can
again.
you find that, Tyler? There's a graphic out there, a stat somewhere that says it's just most watchable college football games this season. While you do that, I'll talk. You'll find it.
That was unbelievable what he just did.
Yeah.
I'll find it. Is
Yeah.
it on Twitter?
Yes, it's on Twitter. Anyways, so as
Yeah.
far as that game, Joey, it's at Texas.
It's at
think
Texas.
I think that's major. I think it's like it's not Texas's like first big SEC game.
So fast how he found
Yeah,
it.
he found it. Like, look at that. So that's the individual. Yeah, that's what I wanted to find. Thank you so much, sir. God Almighty, he's so freaking good.
It's fun whenever you can watch it on the screen.
Yeah, I know, but that
It's on the
sucks for
screen,
them
by the way.
because they're like hearing me go.
Yeah,
Can't get
that's
it out.
fine. That's fine.
Anyways, Texas and Georgia is going to be exciting. I think it's 2 opposite brands of football. I think Georgia wants to be physical. Texas wants to be too, but Georgia has been physical.
Yeah.
And I think Texas wants to throw the ball around. Sark is the offensive guru. Kirby is the defensive guru. I'm excited to watch that game, how it unfolds and how it plays out.
Hey, will you look and see who Texas plays right before that?
We're really making you work right
Yeah.
now. Sorry.
It's okay. He likes it. It makes me feel valued.
It's the number 1, by the way. But we're going to put that graphic up after we go through the schedule. Is that cool?
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
talk about some of them.
Yep.
You want to know who they played before?
Yeah, it is
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, right? And there is no bye week, correct?
No
there.
bye.
No.
28th.
Yeah, there's a bye week
There's
before
bye week
Oklahoma.
before Oklahoma.
That's how it usually is.
But they go Oklahoma, Georgia, back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. So,
At Oklahoma.
well, it's a neutral site, but
Oh, that's true.
yeah. That's right, Matt. Producing hashtag. That's what that guy does. So, for me, like you said, I think it's a battle of very smart people.
Yeah.
With Sark on one side and Kirby on the other. But I think, in my opinion, anyways, Quinn Ewers is probably the best quarterback in college football right now. And if he's not, he's definitely one of.
I would say I'm cool with one of.
Yeah, he's in the conversation.
Yep.
He can have an argument to be made.
I'm cool with it.
Texas is really, really fast. Really fast. And I don't think Oklahoma is going to be great. So I think they'll get up for it, but I think they'll beat them. Not handily, but, I mean, they'll beat them. And then I think all their attention turns to Georgia. And I think it's going to be a fun football game. But I have it at 50-50. Or no, I'm sorry, 0.40 for Georgia.
Yeah, I got it 5-5.
Yeah, I
I
like the home field of Texas.
I agree.
Biggest game of the year for
I think
them.
it's more than a coin flip. I think Georgia at this point will be tested too. If you think about, they've played Clemson, they've played Alabama, they played Kentucky on the road. They're going I think they're tested. They'll freaking be ready. I want to be in the locker room when Kirby gives his speech for that one.
Ooh, yes, sir. Talk to
They
me.
will publish it unless
Hey.
it's filled with too many expletives.
I know.
they'll still do
They
it.
don't care. They do
don't.
it on purpose.
Oh yeah, 100% they do.
All right, do you want to see this?
No, we're going to do it at the end of the win shares if that's
Yeah,
cool.
we'll do it all the way. Yeah. So who's next for this? Who's after Georgia?
After Texas.
Jesus.
The Gators.
Florida
Bye week.
Gators.
Then Florida.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were saying it was a bye week. We were playing Florida. I was like, oh,
No,
geez,
no.
dude.
All right, I'm going 75% chance Georgia has to win that game.
I got .70. Just too physical, too strong.
You say Georgia's just too much. I agree. I think the storyline there is ETN. I think seeing what that guy may do. I don't know if he's the number one back in Georgia.
He's definitely the number one back.
They will tell you he is not. I listened to a Georgia preview today. They say he's 2, but he's gonna get the rock.
Let him,
He's
let
listed
him
at
play
one
for
on their
about 3 games.
He's listed at 1 on their depth chart right now. So
Georgia
They just-
Dogs
they just
247
don't know-
guy.
They just
Yeah,
don't know him yet.
he's
I think they were just throwing shade.
of course, and then that's what they should do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
I would say I have 7 backs that are really good too.
yeah, they're all better than him, and then he's gonna touch the rock a lot.
Yeah,
I agree.
Florida fans that think that he's not going to touch the ball a lot there.
Yeah, no, he's
you're mistaken.
I think they'll find a way to get him in the end zone on purpose.
In that game,
Yeah.
Still hurts my heart so much.
I don't know that it is a personal game for him. I don't think he'll view it as a personal game.
I don't know. He should.
Maybe, but
I feel like
He's
Florida-
one. He's the one that
He
left.
got the rock. Yeah,
He's the one that left.
they
Right.
wanted him back.
Yeah.
yeah,
He had less
they
cares
didn't-
than Monty. Oh no,
wasn't a bad
he wasn't. He
situation.
wasn't mistreated.
Stupid comments by stupid people down there, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of stupid people, Georgia's going to Ole Miss.
Oh Jesus, that's the Grove, bro.
Bro, that 3 game. Sorry,
Yes.
minus Florida, but Florida's a rivalry game, so it's
Yeah.
it's a
And
sorry
Texas-
4 game stretch because Tennessee's not going to be bad this year.
No, they're not.
So-
Nico's good.
Yeah, Nico's way better than Joe Milton was.
Yeah.
Joe Milton was like the only thing that held them back last year.
I'm serious. Georgia's schedule is
It's really challenging.
Nasty,
10.5 is
10.5.
a crazy
and it's
number.
juiced to the under.
I know.
Over.
The
Over. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's just
to
to
the
the over.
Yeah.
Like you can get them. You can get 10.5, take the under. But
So at Ole Miss, correct?
at Ole Miss.
At Ole Miss,
I'm at what am I 7.5?
you're at 7.5. I'm at 7.0. I think that like
Are we
Ole
going to add
Miss.
these up? Do you need this?
I need this to add this up.
Yeah.
You got the last 2. Are they ones?
Oh, you may have to tell us.
Ole Miss is at
Yeah.
that point in the year will either be like clicking on all cylinders
point.
or they'll be an absolute poop show.
Great.
Like they'll be all over the place because everybody's a transfer, so you have
They're-
no idea how it's going to be.
They're all mercenaries.
They're all mercenaries.
100%. So that's an exceptional point, Joey. I 100% agree. I think that you have to note that. Like, they took so much out of the portal.
Right.
Which, okay, you can look at examples where Florida State did the same thing and it worked out. They
Right.
went 13-0, ACC championship. Like, those guys still had something to play for.
Right.
Right? It's different. If Ole Miss is hot right now, like if they've won their games, then
Look out.
that might be a tough game because
Then it goes to 50-50 in my opinion.
I don't know if I get all the way there, but I'm like 60, 55.
At Ole Miss, yeah, okay, so still I mean,
Close.
It's
yeah,
relatively close.
It's
yeah.
a one-score game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm of the belief that I think Ole Miss will kind of self-implode a little bit, and then guys will be thinking about the draft, and they'll be thinking about things like selfishly. I think I don't know how good the locker room is going to be because
I don't know how good at Lane Kiffin is at keeping the locker room
Well,
good.
what I was going to say is, let's be honest, Lane Kiffin, that's not his strong suit.
No.
He's to keep everything cool.
Right.
No, he's a master of chaos, and he may have it in his own locker room.
Yes.
So-
Which would not shock me in any way, shape, or form.
At all. So that's why I'm at 7.5, I believe.
And that's why I'm at 7.0. Like I said, now if they've imploded, I could see that number going to 0.90 real fast.
Yes. Same. I think the variance is big there.
Yes, absolutely do.
The next game is not even worth talking about. I think it's UMass, I believe. We're 1.0
The next
each.
game's Tennessee.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Tennessee.
We forgot. Tennessee's going to Georgia.
And I have that at 7.5 as well.
Yes. You have it at 7.5. Joey has it at 7.
Yeah, 0.7. I think
Oh, good.
I think Tennessee could be sneaky. I think, like you said a minute ago, Nico can play.
Yeah.
I think Joe Milton was their biggest issue last year. I think he held them back a lot. I don't like to say this out loud, but Josh Heupel's pretty good.
Especially what he is supposed to do.
Right. The problem with that is his Kirby is also really good at what he does, and he's not going to be able to scheme Heupel's not going to be able to scheme Kirby to death. That's not going to work. So
So this is where I think like complementary football is going to might hurt Tennessee. Offensively, they want to go super hyper drive fast,
Right.
Which is great when you're getting first downs, and it's great when you're scoring, and it's great. It's not great when you're going 3 and out in 40 seconds, and you're putting your offense or your defense back on the field
yeah.
to go get grinded, because that's what Georgia wants to do.
Right.
They're going to grind you, and they're going to take shots vertical. Like that's their recipe. Everyone knows it. Good luck stopping it. And so but the flip side of that coin, Joey, is I have my hand all in here.
I didn't even notice.
No, I didn't. I did. Okay, cool. The flip side is it may not. Like you may score, and then you may put Georgia, the team that wants to grind it out, in a predicament
where they have to go score.
now. They got to go. Now they got to go match it.
Yeah.
And so, but I still will go on precedent of what's been the norm. I think
Same.
Nico being his like first real starting experience, I think he's going to have a difficult time with what Kirby and T-Rob and those guys are doing. Like, golly, man. And Muschamp, I mean, there's so many great coaches on that staff. It's unbelievable on that
really
side of the
is.
ball. So
You remember a couple of years ago when they had Dan Lanning too?
yeah, Dan Lanning. They got Schumann still though. They got
Yeah.
Glenn Schumann. I mean, it's an embarrassment of riches on that staff and on that roster. Like it's absolutely crazy. So I'm at 7.5, but I may be a little high there. It may be 7.0, maybe even 6.5. But Tennessee does come to Georgia, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it at 7.5.
You said the next one's UMass. We don't need to talk about that. 1.0 for both sides.
1.0.
UMass is bad.
Yeah.
Always have been.
And then Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is coming to Georgia between the hedges. I have it at 8.0.
I got it at 8.5.
I think Georgia Tech has a pretty good running game. I think the quarterback isn't bad.
Is it still?
Johnson. I think it's the same kid.
Is that who it was?
No, it's the boy from A&M.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. It's eluding me now.
That's embarrassing. I can't remember his name either.
I keep wanting to say Max Johnson, and that's not it.
No, that might be it.
No, is it? It may be Max Johnson.
I think it is.
His brother's a tight end.
I think it is Max Johnson.
I don't know. Anyways, he's not a bad quarterback. He beat Miami, which we all love to see. But still, I think they have a 20% chance to win that game, and probably not.
Yeah, 15 is as good as
King,
I can give him.
thank you, Haynes King.
Hey, there you go. Good call, Cam. What a smart kid.
He knows quarterbacks.
That is.
Hey, my dad gave you a shout out. You go, Tyler. Excellent job.
Thank you, Mr.
He hasn't
Martin.
even seen the good part yet.
I appreciate that.
Hey, throw in the chat real quick. What do you think Georgia's win total over or under 10.5?
Yeah, over or under.
Over
10.5.
under 10.5. What do you think about Georgia's win total?
And Pope, we are on the road, sir.
Kind of.
Well,
It's a big road game.
We're down the road. I don't know if we're on the road.
true, we are down the road. Yeah, y'all tell us what
Now
you
they know
think.
which house it is.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Over or under 10.5? I'll go ahead and say mine. What about traffic violations in general, Travis? Set it at 12.5.
I got the over.
Holy crap.
You didn't even have to think.
No.
You
It
could have
did-
set it at 50, and I
It
probably would have
didn't
said
matter,
the
it
over.
didn't matter to the number. B Hill over. Ah, man. Guys, I don't know.
I'll be on the under.
You're on the under?
I'll be on the
Are you like allegedly gonna play it?
No, I don't do that anymore. But if I was, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Oh, Austin Lawrence has under 10.5. It's not there yet. Now it is. Bam. Got him.
I've got under.
So, Joe, you want to tell the people what your number is?
Yeah, my number on here is 8.65.
That's low.
That's low, but it's not.
So
But I
Joe
only
was on the under?
no, because I only
Yes.
have 3 games where it's 50-50, or I got one at 40 with Texas there. But I have 2 at 50-50, and then nothing else is really that close for me.
Yeah, but that's 3 losses, which puts them at 9.
But you just have to win.
That means, but you have to win.
You have to win one of those games. No, 2 of those games.
You have to.
Because you got to go 11-1 or 12.
Right.
Oh, I got to go under.
Yeah, you have to bet the under.
I have to go. I have to bet.
That's
the
what I'm saying. Like this is an easy underplay for you.
under at plus money. Yeah.
I ended up at 9.32.
Sydney said under 5. Let's go.
I love my sister.
I did too.
She's a freaking diehard gator, like the hardest gator. Anyways, I'm at 9.32. I probably would push on this. I probably wouldn't play it.
No, I'm definitely not playing it. Just so we're clear. For the
but-
sake of the podcast, I had to say under, but
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto Athens Edition out now on PS5.
We'll make a little money.
I
It's
love
like an NIL deal. Yeah, I would. I mean, based off my number, I'm more than a full game under what Vegas thinks. I don't know.
Same thing for you though. What do you have? Like, do you have?
No, I only
You
have
have
them.
one 50-50 game.
Yeah.
Two. We'll
No,
call it
I
two
have-
at .60.
Yeah, but they're plus on that. Like, I think they probably win those games.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I would honestly probably play the over, but I won't because the schedule is
I think it's just too much. Like,
the
it's too much-
schedule. The schedule is tough.
Travis said it
It's-
earlier about the variance or the variables or something with the V, and he's right. There's too much that could go wrong, or there's too much that could go right. I don't want to.
I just
I'm not
feel
messing
like-
with that.
Everybody that plays Georgia this year, it's their
Yeah.
biggest game of the year.
On the road.
You're at home.
Yeah, that's
It's the
true.
biggest game
That's
of the
true.
year.
That's true.
Last year, they didn't play too many people.
Can't wait to watch that back.
All right, let me restart.
Yeah, try again. Let's try again here. Okay.
Georgia is going to be everyone's number one opponent that they want to beat. Every
Yes.
single person has that one highlight.
100%.
Yeah.
It was that way last year too, but they didn't play anybody really with a pulse. This
No,
year,
nobody that could actually win.
This year, that's
No.
different.
Yeah, they
This
play
year-
4 games?
They
Four
played a lot
games
of
with
teams-
pulses. Yeah.
4 games against quality teams that are going to have that game
Both
circled
hands here.
the entire time. I don't know. I feel like that's tough.
I agree with you.
Hope they lose every game. Absolutely, me too. If they go on 12, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I can't, man. My house would be bad, man. I can't. My house
That's true.
it would be bad. House wouldn't be a home, buddy. I don't know what we'd be doing.
Dude, you might only have one fridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Could see this. All right, single screening in or something, please.
I think it's single screen me.
Oh no, it's,
Wrong one.
I can't single screen you, Chris.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's cool. No, don't worry about it, man. Let's roll.
Get
Let's,
it quick, get it quick.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Let's do it. Let's go.
Jeez. All right.
Hey, as good as Georgia's schedule is,
Yeah.
there is a better sporting goods store
Talk
in
to
a town
me.
near you
Talk to
There
me.
is.
in Lake City, Florida.
That's right.
Brian Sports on Highway 90
Keep
across
talking.
the street from the old, golly, a bunch of stuff.
It's been a bunch of things.
What's all been there?
RJ Gators.
RJ
That was the
Gators.
best one. That was the best one.
That's the only one I really remember.
Oh,
Gondolier.
Gondolier.
Gondolier was pretty okay.
He
was
said
bad,
pretty
yeah.
okay.
And that ends
That
there.
means it's not RJ Gators. RJ Gators was good.
It was like Paisanos light, but the prices were way lighter too.
Yeah, you're right. Can we get back to Brian Sports?
Everybody just
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That for me.
Yeah, they couldn't have not seen it. Pal.
Yeah, well, I know. Let's keep it moving.
Anyways, look at this.
Chris, you got on a nice jersey.
Yes, sir.
Brian,
Yep.
dude, I remember. Does he still have all the jerseys hanging up? He used to have all the jerseys hanging up. Anyways, listen.
He still has. He still has some.
If you want to go represent your squad, whether it be the Tigers, whether it be the Jaguars, the Gators, the Seminoles. I'm surprised Brian carries Seminole stuff, but he does because he loves you guys.
That's right. He does.
So listen, go by Brian's. Tell him the front porch sent you. Get 10% off everything except for bats, and
Maybe some other things.
we're gonna leave it open ended.
Just bats.
Some things. Listen, if you want to get in touch with Brian, the number is
755-0570. And yeah, I mean, you said everything that needed to be said. Brian is great with the community, great for everyone. He'll do everything that he can to make anyone's day better, and he does it every single day, all the time.
Yeah, we'll do that.
yeah. So listen, we've got a graphic. Boom.
That works.
What a brilliant man.
Is that big enough? It's kind of small. Can you full screen that thing so everybody can see?
I can. It's not the right aspect ratio. I can get
That's
rid of
okay.
the top.
I think we
Yeah.
need to do the other way. Actually,
Yeah.
we need to get rid of the.
Looks good.
We need to pull it. That's
That was so good.
actually really good.
All right.
Now it's full. We can see it. So this was the graphic I was trying to get Tyler to show you guys earlier.
You know, yeah, absolutely. You're right. This is a good graphic here. That was actually kind of quiet.
That's not done.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So that first game, Chris, Georgia at Texas. So there's a couple of these games I'm not as intrigued by because they've played year after year, like 4 and 5 on this list. Ohio State at Penn State, and then Texas versus Oklahoma.
Notre Dame at A&M could not care less.
So, but Georgia at Texas, I think, is super intriguing. Georgia at Bama is
Georgia
super.
at Bama, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's super intriguing. The number 3 on that list, in my opinion, should be number 2. Ohio State at Oregon. I can't wait to see that game.
You think that's more? See, I think they have it right. I think 1 and 2 is correct.
That's horrific.
I don't know what just happened there. No, Matthew, this is actually water.
This side's strong. Georgia, Alabama is a.
That side ain't strong right now, pal. I can
No,
tell you
it
that
is.
right
It
now.
always is. It
No.
always is.
Yeah, that side's something right now, but I don't know if strong's the right word for it. Anyways, I like, so most intriguing to me, Chris, is like games that we're not accustomed to seeing. That's why like Georgia, Alabama, we're not accustomed to seeing it, but we have seen it several times. So that's why I would put it at 3. Like I said, 4 and 5 get out of there. Oregon at Michigan, I think, is fun. Texas at Michigan is fun.
I don't really like 8, 9, blah. 10 is okay.
10 is a game we get every year. I don't
Exactly.
need to see that again.
I'll tell you what. Like, let's go through the 21 through 30 column. What's the most intriguing game
Ooh.
for you?
21 through 30.
Yeah.
I
I mean, for me,
SC at
easily
Michigan.
it's what?
SC at Michigan.
Who's quarterback at SC?
I don't care.
Huh.
Really, that one's intriguing. Is it because it's like random?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely not Louisville, Clemson.
For me,
That's
it's
not it.
definitely Mizzou at A&M.
Yeah, it's 24 for me. It's Florida State at Miami, but we get that every year too. So I don't know, like maybe Clemson, like LSU, Southern California. I don't know. It's interesting. It is interesting. It's interesting.
I think Oklahoma, Auburn could be sneaky fun to watch. Both are kind of mid.
Yeah.
Maybe at Auburn. I think that could be a fun one.
Tennessee at Oklahoma isn't the worst for me.
Where's that at?
It's a different column. Sorry, I bounced to the
You
11
bounced,
through
bro.
20.
How is Florida State and the Mustangs 31?
I think it's kind of interesting a little bit.
Oh,
SMU's
20
first year in the ACC.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. That does make it interesting. Never mind.
And it's on the road, like so they're going there. SMU did get the death penalty like a long time ago. Rhett Lashley used to coach at Miami. He's now the head coach at SMU. There are some interesting like storylines there. Florida State cited SMU in their lawsuit as being a non doesn't enhance the league. Yeah, there's some shade thrown, so it's kind of exciting a little bit. But this is the how good is Tyler to find this graphic?
Super fast.
Like
He's had it ready for 25 minutes.
No doubt. He was ready to throw it up like in week 4 on the win shares.
Yeah.
All right, so when Florida is on here, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Florida State 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ours are, to be honest, a little bit higher ranked. They show up more on this left side.
Yeah.
Georgia
Right on the
though,
left side.
what's Georgia? Georgia's 1, 2, just 2 times. It's just shocking.
Yeah, I
to
only
me.
see 2 as well.
Surprised, like this is what gets me. Like, how is Georgia and Florida not there?
Yeah, Georgia, Florida should be there in my opinion, especially like
Even if it's like in the top, if it's in like 31 to 40.
Jesse said 25, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah,
LSU,
LSU.
at Southern California.
Yeah.
That's a good one. She's
That
definitely
is a good one.
she's definitely right. That's week 1. Holy cow! Didn't realize that. That's week 1. That's another good one.
I didn't know that either.
Man, that is incredible.
I hope that's a night game.
Me too. They like Florida State at Notre Dame. I took that trip with my dad. That's an incredible trip. If you're a Seminole fan, I urge you to do that. Week 11 is playoff football, so I won't be able to do that again.
Okay, couple of things real quick.
Matt Mahoney's comment's really good.
Yeah, Travis's is really good too. LSU and USC should get Coach O on the broadcast.
Yes, they should.
I agree. So Matt says, keep in mind, 36 of those games are happening because of conference expansion. People might complain about playoff expansion, but Saturdays are going to be fire. And then he did some quick math. There's only 4 non-conference games on that list. Thanks, money.
Shout out Matt Mahoney. That's absolutely an impressive comment, like in a
That is
opinion and
bonkers.
thought. Like it's really good.
I'm actually fact-checking it right now.
Oklahoma at Missouri is interesting too. I think Missouri can make some noise in the conference.
I don't find that particular game interesting, though.
I do. Late in the year, a lot riding on that game. Week 11.
I think Missouri's just a better football team.
Well, they are going to have to prove it in week 11 because I think they could be playing they'll be playing for an at-large bid into
I
that,
think so.
that 12.
Potentially.
Yeah, if they win that game and they've had a good year up until that point, that's a huge game
I think we
for
need to do
them.
Missouri's win total next week.
I like that. We'll do Mizzou next week.
Yeah.
I think that's a sneaky one. Cool. Excellent. I love that. Tyler, thanks for finding that graphic. That's exactly the one I wanted to find.
Hey, it's us.
We're back.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
How did that happen?
Welcome back. All right. What are we doing next? We got college football stadiums?
Yeah, stadiums. I think we should do stadiums. I love that.
All right. Christopher.
So they did their stadiums, NCAA, and we went over them last week. Didn't really agree with them, I don't think. Right? No?
No,
Yeah, you did?
no, we didn't. I was reading Travis's comment, but no, we did not.
What'd
agree.
Travis say?
Interested in all the Oklahoma games. If Brent Venables gets fired, maybe he comes back to Clemson to be the DC.
Didn't they just extend him?
They did.
They
just
definitely
extend him.
did just extend him.
Yes.
After we said he was on the hot seat.
Yes, that happened.
Oops.
Good podcasting.
Anyways,
So the only
well,
one-
we
still
were
think
just
we're right.
wrong. We were
I
just
still
wrong.
think. I still think we're right.
we could be right, but that would be interesting.
I don't know about that.
We agreed with the number one overall, which was LSU, I believe.
LSU was not number one.
They were not?
No, Kyle Field was number one. Texas A&M.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
But in Joey
Disclosure,
and Chris's,
not in our top five.
Yeah. No, they're not. Do we want to go 5-1?
Yeah, let's go 5-1. Hey, you have an honorable mention as well, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't remember who it was.
I think it was that.
Yeah, and that's what it should be. So my honorable mention was Penn State. White out. When it's right, it's like when Penn State, Happy Valley, when it's right, it's freaking white. It's like really good. Like the white out, it's huge, it's amazing, it's nuts, it's bonkers. Like they're crazy there.
Yeah.
I love. There's a clip on Twitter. It shows up every now and then, like around college football season when it starts, and it's like 3 straight plays of false starts and a timeout when they played Michigan. It is the most absurd thing you've ever heard. Like I can't imagine being there. It was like false start, timeout, false start, or it might have been false start, timeout.
Yeah.
And that place went like you couldn't even imagine that it would go like louder. After every, like, they couldn't hear the whistle, but after,
Right.
like, a yellow flag went in the air, it, like, erupted to a different level. It was
Yeah.
absurd. So they're my honorable mention because it's not consistent.
Gotcha. My honorable mention is South Carolina because they're not consistent. But when they're good, that place is loud. I've been there probably 3 times now, and they're always loud.
They do that
because,
stupid crowing sound. I hate that.
yeah, but it gets loud.
It's loud for sure. I agree.
There's nothing else to do in Columbia, South Carolina either. Nothing. So, yeah,
Shade.
honorable mention.
Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Tennessee.
Yeah.
Big stadium. It's not all that loud all the time. I've been multiple times where it was like kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Even there's still 100,000. Always going to be 100,000
yeah.
plus there.
Yeah, yeah.
But it wasn't all that loud. But I've also been when it was loud, and when it's at its peak, and it has been the last 3 to 4 years since Heupel's been there. They have actually hope now.
Yeah.
Maybe some of it's false, but that's okay. But yeah, so they're 5 for me.
Always have some really high quality goalposts.
Yeah, they end up in the river sometimes.
Yeah.
GoFundMe's get started. Have to pay for it that way.
It's embarrassing. I don't know. I'll be honest here. If I put Tennessee on my list, I had to leave off my team, so couldn't make it. Sorry. 5 was Ohio State for me. I think those people love their football. They're not as raucous. I feel like they play a lot of noon games, but
Yeah,
again, when it's right, it's right.
big stadium. I don't.
The horseshoe,
Yeah.
all the tradition. I like Ohio State.
The UGA had lead drawings false starts at home by a large margin the past 4 years. How about that? I didn't. I wouldn't have guessed that because I don't see Georgia as being like this huge home field advantage. I got to be honest.
I feel like that's more to
Just
do with the
how
players
good they
being
are.
Terrified of
Wait, so hang on. Hey, let me read that. So Travis Smith, podcasters, we're reading the comments. So you should be in the YouTube show so you can see this or hear this.
Yup.
But saw a stat the other day that UGA led drawing false starts at home by a large margin the past 4 years. Then he went on to say, which I totally agree with.
Yeah, same.
But that could also be attributed to Kirby sliding the defense as much as he does. So what he means is, so we do this too at Lake City, Columbia, because we saw them have so much success with it. But they have like a move call. So they'll like a linebacker or someone will, it has to be somebody off the ball, will yell move sharp, very sudden. And all 4 or 5 linemen will slide or move. Like they'll all move. And it creates like an offensive lineman to rock in a stance or somebody to flinch. And that's why they get it. I think they're better at that at home because it's quieter when they're. I don't know. I guess when they're on defense, it's not going to be quieter. But they're bigger, stronger, faster. But they're really good at that, getting people to flinch. by the move call. But
Yeah.
these ones I'm talking about, Penn State, were just strictly noise related. It was absurd. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't hear you couldn't hear the announcers. All you could hear was the crowd. But anyways, Ohio State for me. Moving on, Joey. Who do you have at 4?
Yeah, speaking of Penn State, I have Penn State at 4.
Yeah.
Second biggest crowd or stadium in college football, holds 106,500 and some odd people.
That's a lot of folk.
That's a lot of folks. And like you said, man, when they're right, they are right. And
Oh, gosh.
even when they're not great, like even when Penn State's not great, they still show up. They're
Well,
always there.
Yeah. Again, there's not a lot to do there.
Yeah, I've never been to College Station,
They love their football.
but I would assume there's not much there.
I'm gonna go Florida State here.
Yeah.
I couldn't put them any higher. Place holds by 85. I think it's down to 80, 78 maybe. Anyways, when it's right, it's right. The loudest environment I've ever been in was Florida State when they played Oklahoma in 2011. It was absolutely absurd. But when it's right, it's right. And it's a homer pick, so that's what it is. Sue me.
Chris doesn't get to pick his team literally all season long.
Ever.
So he's like, I gotta pick the state.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Number 3, Chris, who do you have?
I have the University of Florida. Say what you will
choice.
about Florida. Say what you want. I don't particularly care for Florida, and I may be low here. But when the Swamp is full and there's a big game, like when Miami rolls into town,
On August 31st.
that place
At
will
3:30.
be an insane asylum.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy. It'll be. It's everything that you want in a college atmosphere. That's why we love college sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's different than the pro game. Pro game, those fans love their game, but they're not gonna. It's not gonna be like what you hear when the kid goes around the edge and bends the corner. Was it Etienne, I believe?
Yeah. No. It was
Johnson. It was a running back. We all know. You know the clip I'm talking about. Where he comes, he busts out about the 20, and then the whole crowd just
Against
absolutely erupts. Yeah, against
it
Auburn.
was several years back. It was a kid that went to the Jets. What is his name?
Not Pirine.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. The Swamp is awesome. It's loud. It's extremely loud in there. It's kind of okay. So it's very, very loud. It's kind of a crappy stadium, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm sorry, it's kind of like a dump, in my opinion. But it's really, really, really. The fans are great. I mean, I'll say it. Like, Gator fans are great in that environment. It's a heck of a football environment.
Yeah.
I went there recently when no one was in there, and you kind of can see
Oh yeah, 100%.
you can see.
Oh yeah.
You agree? I'm not being too much of a hater right now.
No, it's just old.
It's and I'm not even really trying to hate. I just put Florida above Florida State. Like, it's a better game day environment when it's right.
Yeah.
But it's not because the stadium's anything to write home about.
Yeah. My three is Oregon.
Wait. Before we go off, Chris gave us his favorite moment at Doak.
Yep.
Your favorite
That was my loudest moment at
your
Doak.
loudest moment. What's your loudest moment?
We'll get to it. There's 2 more teams up on my list.
Brian Dix is listening. P. Ryan. Yep, he's right.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, my number 3 is Oregon. And it doesn't hold as many as the other 5-6 places I have on my list. It's not-
Autzen is nuts.
It doesn't hold as many as South Carolina, Tennessee, Penn State, or my top 2. But that place, it's always sold out. Again, I've never been to Eugene, Oregon, but I can't imagine there being a whole heck of a lot to do in Eugene, Oregon.
I don't know. It's beautiful out there.
Dude, I would love to go out there and stay for I don't know how long, but maybe ever. I'm not
Forever.
sure. Yeah.
I may have omitted them by accident, if we're being fully honest here. Anyways.
Yeah. So Oregon is my 3. Just
Who's
because.
your 2?
My 2 is the University of Florida.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I just said what I said about them.
The loudest I've ever heard Florida. Oh, that's so tough. The South Carolina, the cock block that year was insane. That's what they called it. Don't
Sure,
look like
man.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep it moving.
That was really, really loud. That might have been the loudest. The P. Ryan run. I wasn't there for the P. Ryan run, so I can't speak on that.
You've seen the video, though.
I've seen the video.
It's insane.
Tennessee, the Hail Mary to
Tony Callaway.
I was about to say
no, the one the year after that to Tyree Cleveland.
Because it happened twice.
Yeah.
The loudest moment for me was when Felipe threw that Hail Mary to Callaway.
I think.
It was like a curl to Callaway.
Yeah.
But it ended up being a touchdown.
Oh yeah, that was the Greer game. That was the Greer to Callaway game,
Yeah, it
right?
was Greer. It was
Yeah,
Greer.
Greer to Callaway. I forgot about that one too.
Cooey nailed it.
Yeah,
So what did you go to score? Oh.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Um,
a lot of come from behind wins there for the Gators.
But yeah, South Carolina was probably the loudest single moment that I've heard it.
Gotcha.
I think.
I like
and then your number 2 is
Michigan, the big house.
the Big House, the largest stadium in the college football.
So I left off Oregon. It's almost as bad as him not putting Michigan on the list.
I just
all.
don't believe that they're in the top 5 as far as best home field advantages.
What about top 6?
Nope. I would rather. If I'm a team, like if Michigan played at South Carolina, like with their environment, I think that's a better environment.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't love Michigan's environment. I really don't.
I do. I think it's cool. I think
107,000 is cool though.
I
That's
think
a lot.
107,000 is cool. I think the
Appalachian State thought it was cool a few years back too. They really enjoyed
was
it.
a long time ago, bro.
Like 13 years.
Michigan was absolute. Okay, we're not gonna play that game. You can't pick out one game in 13 years. And be like that's why the environment sucks. Because
No, it's not. That's not why it sucks. It's just I don't.
No,
don't
I
know.
understand what you're saying, but I can't get with it. I think 107, the pageantry of Michigan football. I have them at 2 for me, and then we agree on number 1.
Yeah, LSU is 1, and it's not close.
Quick note on Michigan.
Yep.
My uncle, not a football fan, moved to Michigan, became a football fan after going to a Michigan football game because he thought it was so incredible.
The environment.
Yeah. Just a
Maybe I should
Those,
go.
those people love their football too. I went to a wedding. I went to a wedding in Ohio.
It's cold.
Yeah, I went to a wedding in Ohio. I don't know how this freaking happened to me. I don't. I honestly, God, I don't remember. I promise on my life, I don't remember. I don't remember anything from. It was not anyone I knew. I went as someone else's +1 to this wedding in Ohio. I don't remember the flight. I don't remember anything. I remember being there in the wedding reception, which is the part I didn't think I would remember, but I remembered that part. And these people are doing the Ohio State Buckeye chant, OHIO, and I'm like, as they're leaving to go to their honeymoon, I was like, let's go. We love football. They love football.
So I got to tell you,
we love football.
I really want to go to an Ohio State Michigan game at both places.
That would be cool. I can go on my bucket list.
I do. I want to go to a Virginia Tech game, even though I don't like. I mean, I don't think they're very good. Even
You wanna
none
go
of
for
that
the
matters.
first 10 minutes. You wanna go
I,
the first 10 minutes.
I can leave after that. I
Yeah,
don't
that's okay.
care. I want to feel Inner Sandman. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be nuts. For a
Yeah.
night game, I'm only doing it at a night game.
Yeah.
They do
Camp
Miami,
Randall.
don't they?
I think so.
I don't know. Camp Randall jump around.
Oh, yeah, that's good too. That could have made the list. That could be honorable mention.
Yeah.
That's Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. I could get down with that one.
My dad told me about LSU. My dad told me LSU said he actually had the opportunity when he played at Tulane. They played at LSU, and he said it's almost, you've been there, right?
Multiple times.
He said it's like mind blowing how vertical the stadium is.
It's
Like
not as vertical as Ben Hill.
I was gonna say,
Ben Hill Griffin is like a box.
It's this.
It's like a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that
He
vertical.
remember like being on the field and like looking up and being like, what the heck? Like this
It is vertical.
bananas.
It is definitely vertical. But it is not as steep as Ben Hill.
what's your record in LSU? I'm 1-1.
I've never been.
2-1.
I've got to go.
I heard that was
But 2 of them were in the 90s, so they don't really count.
when I went the year Florida had that goal line stance. It was like an hour and a half
Oh,
long.
yeah.
And I was on that side of the field.
Wow.
That was after the hurricane.
Yeah. That's when they were
Oh
talking
man,
about
that was
It was a fun game to go to.
who was the linebacker that was abysmal, but he would hit you. Number 11. I should know these things. I'm struggling
who?
tonight for Florida.
Oh,
He got drafted by the Bills.
yeah, he sucked. It's killing me. What is his name?
It's really
My
somebody's fixing to
They're,
tell us
they're
in the
going to
chat.
tell us, and we're wondering
Yeah.
why we don't freaking know. It's twice now. I want to go to one of those games too. Clemson was crazy, but Clemson was crazy when that was a top 5 matchup. I went to
Yeah.
It's 2013. They won the national championship game. Well, they won the national championship that year. I'm sorry. They
Voshan Joseph. Look at my guy Cam Cooey. Jesus, this guy's
he's
good.
everywhere.
I wish my brain was as young as his.
But that game
Holy
was
crap.
absolutely nuts, but only for Seminole fans.
Yeah.
Like we just murdered them. But it was a night game in Death Valley. It was really cool. It was loud early, and it got.
there?
Oh yeah, I was there. It got quiet early too.
So that you asked me earlier about the loudest ever that I've ever experienced is definitely at LSU. It was the year that they had got 5 fourth downs. They converted 5 fourth and shorts. the running back, who his name escapes me as well right now. He played in the league forever, but
Fun fact: Joey and I were at LSU together. and Did not know it.
the Tebow year this year,
Yep.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I was at that game.
Y'all weren't friends?
Not at the time.
Oh, okay. Wow.
yeah,
I was like a sophomore in high school.
yeah,
I hung out with Joe when I was a junior in high school, I think.
yeah. But I wasn't that much older than you.
Yeah, that's true.
I never
I'm older than
remember-
Tyler.
I never-
I was only like 3 years older than you.
We had a common interest.
Baseball.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Not the only common interest.
anyways, yep. Anyways, that game, Tyler. He's right. That game, Tyler, that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do you remember? LSU had scored a touchdown to go ahead by like 3 or 4, and then they announced the score. I think USC was number 1 in the country at the time. UCLA beat them. They announced the score, and I swear I was sitting right next to Hunter Allen, and me and him were trying to have a conversation, yelling at each other, and I could not hear him. He could not hear
It was
me.
almost miserable.
Really?
Yes.
No, not for me.
You loved it.
It was so into like
No, it was cool.
I took it like I enjoyed it so much that I like kind of stopped and just like looked around at how unbelievable
It was like
it was so loud.
like
It was
a
just
moment.
shocking.
It's all like
Yes, and it was like the whole night was dumb loud,
I was just about
but
to say,
that
it was
moment
cool.
like peaked.
But then like you're like 3/4 in, and you're like, oh my gosh.
this isn't gonna stop.
Like my ears are ringing. I
Dude,
can't hear
yes. When
anything.
you left the stadium, dude, my ears rang all night. Like,
it was
you went to
incredible.
bed, You were like, I need a fan.
That's
It was,
really
like,
cool.
ringing out of my
It was
ears.
incredible.
It was so loud.
I've got to go.
It
I've
was a
got to
night
go.
game. The weather was like amazing.
You know, one thing I hate is like Florida State just played LSU twice, both neutral sites.
Neutral sites. That's stupid.
That's dumb.
Don't like,
Kill neutral sites games.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate
Ban
that.
them. Ban them forever.
Like,
can you imagine
play in
the
Orlando?
swamp against Georgia?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We've talked about how to fix it. They won't. Money's king.
Money is king. We had something else we were going to talk about.
I think it was the one thing Chandler sent, but I don't know if we need to dive into it.
No,
we
you
can talk about.
Did you Team USA? You sent that.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that real brief. But before we should do that, we should tell everyone the plan for next week.
Good point.
Next week,
It's
Wednesday.
gonna be a fun week. I'm so fired up about it.
Listen, Wednesday is going to be a different type of episode. The day before NCAA 25 comes out, so Chris and Joy will have had the game for around 20 hours, and they are going to play. They're going to play each other Wednesday night. And
Fired
it's gonna
up
be
for it.
interesting. It's going to be interesting. So that's going to be next Wednesday. I don't know if we'll do any like talky talk stuff. We may like
May do a little bit at the beginning.
we're going to play it by ear, sitters. Listen, NCAA 25 is going to be out, and if we don't play it, the podcast won't happen. So
Facts.
we'll be playing it.
Yeah.
Then after that, after Wednesday,
Mm.
that's when we're doing the marathon day on Saturday. NCAA 25.
Yeah.
It'll be a long day. Working out the times, figuring out when we're going to do it.
Yeah, I would say please don't say the time that we talked about earlier because it's changed a bit for me.
Yep. And so we're gonna do what we can to play as much NCAA 25 as we can. We're gonna have some good times.
I didn't know about that.
Long
Yes,
story.
you did.
The all day thing?
Yeah.
You knew we were doing the marathon.
Is he drunk?
Yeah, no, I knew that. You said you're not going to be able to do it all day. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, we'll talk off air.
Okay.
Production show.
Yeah.
All
My
right.
bad.
Anything else?
Who has the best entrance in college football? It's Virginia Tech.
Yeah, that's my mind went there first, so
That's
don't know
that's
how
where
it
my mind
can-
went first.
Like I don't know how it could be anyone else. It's
If
not
not-
Georgia Tech, the Rambling Wreck. That's kind of cool, but stupid. Colorado,
The Bull,
the Bull.
pretty cool.
That's Buffalo, actually. What the heck's wrong with you guys? That's Buffalo.
Sorry.
Texas runs out.
Texas
with
runs out
Devo.
the Bull. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Clemson, no way.
Florida State, the Spear.
I mean that I wasn't gonna be that guy, but I think that's really
That would
freaking
fire me
awesome.
up.
I got to
And
tell you,
the
I've
whole
seen that
stadium is
many
going
a times.
berserk. It's really cool.
It's pretty cool.
I think it's
For me, it's Florida State, but I can easily be swayed to Ball Tech. But I think that's about. LSU is nothing special. I'm trying to think of like big environments.
LSU used to be special when they brought that live tiger out there.
Yeah, now if they let that thing run free for a little bit, and
They,
watch
they
people
did
run
that the
from
game
it,
that you were at.
How do I not remember that?
it's in a cage.
Yeah, it's in a cage, yeah.
Yeah,
but they wheel it around. No, it's
Now,
it
if
is
they let the
actual
thing-
fire.
if they let it
South
run
Carolina,
wild.
South Carolina's really good. South Carolina's really good.
Okay, this is my son right now, and I love my son. Maybe watch this way down the road, but I'm in your camera again. I apologize. My son.
Let me show you what it feels like.
Yeah, I know. I already know. He does it to me all the time. I'm getting
That's
back.
valid. That's valid.
He squeals right now. Like if he doesn't use his words very well. He's one. He squeals like he wants something. I cannot stand it. I kind of equate that to like the PA speaker where they're playing the rooster crowing or the whatever it is.
I don't remember the rooster crowing all that often, to be honest.
Oh my God, it's hard not to hear. I was driving to Live Oak one day. I was driving to Live Oak and I was listening to Florida,
South Carolina
on the radio, and all I could hear in the background was that stupid. I'm like, man, just cheer, like yell or something.
Yeah.
Like, why are we listening to that screeching?
I don't know, but the beginning when they play whatever that name of that song is, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, that song, it's good stuff. Really good.
Keep going with the song.
No, I'm not going to do that. When Dabo blows out his kneecap, then it will be number one at Clemson.
That's a fact.
100% facts.
I can't wait.
Bro, they've had some.
Yeah, Brian said Tennessee not bad when they run out of the tee. It just doesn't.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I can't put it at one.
Kui, for me, it's Florida State. I know where you work, so I'm curious to know what you think.
I honestly, I think it's almost got to be Florida State for me too.
For me, it really is.
The OU wagon flip, if they would flip the wagon every game, I think it would be number one. But
if LSU would let the Tiger run free, just total chaos.
Get what's his name? What's the guy's name?
The Lion Tiger King.
Yeah, get him out.
Joe
there.
Exotic.
Yeah, get him out there.
Oh, man.
Control the Tiger.
Yeah, he really hates Jordan Travis because Jordan Travis beat LSU twice, and so they call Jordan Travis the Tiger King, and they put him in like a shirt like that Joe Exotic wore, and he saw it from jail or prison, wherever the heck he is. He tried to sue Jordan Travis.
That's not real.
Are you serious? Go look it up right now. Seriously.
That's hilarious.
No,
wait till after the show. Producers produce.
That's
Nah,
hilarious.
I think people should see this. It's incredible. Look up Jordan Travis Tiger King. I'm serious. It's a thing. Look, it's already there. He tried to sue him for this.
This? This shirt.
That shirt.
What?
No, it's a real thing. Yeah, no, it's serious.
That's so funny.
It kind of like backfired on old boy because he made so much extra money on the shirt. That's the one. That's the one.
That's incredible.
Yeah, old Joe Exotic was not happy about that. He had a letter and everything. It was funny.
Well,
Good
on
stuff.
the Tiger King note, I think that's going to be it for Night Sitters. This has been Tyler Ruff along with Joey Edge and Chris Martinez, and we are Front Porch City. Catch you next time, Sitters. I don't know if it'll work in here. I don't know.
Well, let's try it.
It's not working right now. Don't gang signs. Let's go. Lasers get likes, baby.